Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Hello Monster Jam fans, and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD review video. Today we are taking a look at Case A of Hot Wheels Monster Trucks for 2022. And there are a couple trucks in this assortment that are brand new in terms of both new castings and new deco styles. And I could not be more excited to see what 2022 holds for both major companies and others. So here they are, Case A, 4 new trucks, 4 repeat trucks, and 1 chase piece, which I just reviewed on Wednesday, which was the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile Grilled Edition. Check out that video if you haven't already. But here is the regular assortment of Case A. The first 2 trucks are Night Shifter, number 1 of 75, and Gunkster, number 2 of 75. Then we have number 7 of 75, the Wreckreational with the psychedelic brand new deco line right there, and the Volkswagen Beetle, number 2 of the psychedelic line, and number 4 of 75 of the year. So these are going to be the last part of the video. I'm going to start today's video actually with the Gunkster, since we have already seen Gunkster before from the glow-in-the-dark 10-pack by Hot Wheels Monster Trucks for Target last year. And it looks like, judging by the card, this will be one of 8 trucks on the real-life tour, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live, later this year probably. So here is Gunkster. And again, number 2 of 75, getting a normal release this time. Here's the back of the box here with Case A. The 4 new trucks are up top, the 4 repeat trucks on the bottom. We have Mega X, 5-Alarm, Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man, of course, being released so soon because of Spider-Man No Way Home. And then we have Gunkster. Here's its stats there. And then we have the rendering of the truck itself. And let's unbox number 2 out of 75 for this year, Gunkster. All right, so Gunkster is a very interesting truck to say the least. Only because I've mentioned this in the past. Obviously, I designed my own truck that looks very similar in color and theme to this truck in 2021, which was OCD Meltdown. And even though it's probably not the case, I always say that this is kind of a copycat of it. But it's still really cool to see at least one slime truck make it into real life. Gunkster will be making an appearance at Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live events at some point. And I really do like the design they gave this truck, especially the tires. I love the slime tires on here. And you can see it has those classic dandelion yellow rims with shiny green beadlocks. I don't know if those work as good as a lemon yellow would have worked. But they did give it a dark yellow rim choice instead of a lighter yellow one. But the slime tires definitely do look good because last time we had them, they were on a lighter background. Here's the previous one from the glow-in-the-dark pack. And it kind of washed out the color, made it a yellow-green. This time it's much more of a vibrant green color on the sidewall. And then we have the difference in terms of the yellow. They went from a greenish yellow color to a solid yellow color for this new release. So it makes the Gunkster look much better in my honest opinion. And the roll cage obviously was the only glow-in-the-dark feature, so the tires didn't actually glow. But there's the difference between the Gunksters, black chassis to chrome chassis now. And they kept the green windshield, which is nice. So there's the original one, and here's the new one. It has a brand new neon green roll cage and that same Gunkster style body. It has very clear graphics, if you can see that as well. And there's a tailgate, here's this side and the roof. So the slime machine Gunkster from Hot Wheels Monster Trucks, 2 slime machines now exist, and one of them is in the competitor's hands. So there is Gunkster, a hopefully real life truck soon. It looks like it's gonna be on the tour, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when they finish that up. So number 2 of 75 of the year is the Gunkster. And the next new truck is from the Crash Legends series. It is Night Shifter, a brand new casting to Hot Wheels Monster Trucks from the Hot Wheels car line, and it also has a new rim mold. So let's check it out. The Night Shifter, number 1 of 75. All right, Night Shifter, 1 of 75. Here are the stats for Night Shifter if you're interested in reading them right there. And here is the truck itself. Like I said, a brand new rim mold for this truck. We have seen Hot Wheels do several new tire molds in the last 2 years. This one being one of them. We also had the drag race setup here with this look here for a couple different models. So these are 2 brand new molds. Both rims and tires are new. And that was 1. This is 2. We also had the Mega Trucks or tractor tire treads and rims from last year, which was another one. So that's 3. And then we had the technical new ones, which I don't really love, but these are the tank treads here. These are number 4 of the new tire molds. And we actually see a new one in this assortment as well on top of Night Shifter. So that brings us to a total of about 5.5. I'll tell you why I said a half in a moment. But that's a lot of new tire molds for Hot Wheels, but it looks like they're reaching out to do different things with the original styles that they've been using for years now. So there are the 4 new ones. And technically, if you want to talk about the first ever release, these are brand new rims and tires from the Monster Jam contract switchover. So this is technically number 5, so I guess 6.5. and I'll talk again of why I'm saying a half in a moment. But there's that. And here we go with the brand new Night Shifter. So Night Shifter is, again, a Hot Wheels casting. I'm not too well versed in that world, but I do know it's a Hot Wheels car. It has a very cool casting, and honestly, I love this color scheme because turquoise is my favorite color. So this definitely gets props for the color choice here. Although the actual scheme itself, I don't know if it's super engaging. I think if they did like a psychedelic look with it, it probably would have been better. But the first Night Shifter is a turquoise, yellow, and black style paint scheme. It has these nice yellow inserts for the windshields. We have a chrome insert for the motor and different components of the actual truck. And then here's the tailgate area. Here's this side panel. I love these indents on the door. And then the front grille there with an orange roll cage and those brand new rims right there. Nice style race car rims. And I just think those look really cool. So there's that. And then the Hot Wheels tires are the same as usual from the other releases. So not new tires, but new rims instead. And it looks like they've actually gone back to the rivet style. Instead of using a screw, they're now using rivets again. And they made this gaping hole in the bottom of the chassis. I'm not sure if I like that compared to what we've had for years, which is the smaller hole, but it looks crazy. You can see how much bigger they made that. So I don't know why they increased the diameter for that, but they did. And now it's riveted back onto the cast instead of a removable screw casting. So there's that Night Shifter, and that's number 1 of 75 for the year. All right, next up is one of 2 trucks that I'm super excited to open up and I've been looking for a long time and finally found them at Target. It is Volkswagen Beetle, the 1963 Volkswagen Beetle, number 4 of 75 for the year, and number 1 of 6 of the psychedelic series. And it features 2 new things for castings on this truck. Let's check this out. All right, so Psychedelic is probably the best graphical series they've done yet. I love the idea of taking the 70s and 60s influence in this case as well and making this psychedelic look. And of course, if you don't know what psychedelic means, it's a play on psychedelic experiences, which you get from things that I'm not going to mention on the channel, but any adult watching understands. And hopefully kids, when they grow up later in life, will understand what this series was really about. But if we want to keep it kid-friendly, which I am going to, it's just a tie-dye series, taking influence from the 70s and the 60s. So we'll just leave it at that. But I love the idea since I know what it actually means and why they did these crazy colors and ideas. But this is just super, super cool. So 2 things on this truck are brand new. The first are the actual tires. You can see the Hot Wheels tires have been kind of crafted into a fire-like font with fire tires, which they kind of look a lot like the Elementals trucks tires from Spin Master Monster Jam, but they did paint the individual treads, which I'll give them credit for. I love how they did that. So every single flame is painted in orange with a black background, so a standard tire, but the flames on the treads are painted. So they also did that, and then they also did the first ever rim insert casting, and we've been waiting for these for years from either company. And Hot Wheels, again, like the tractor tires, were the first ones to achieve this. So 2 things we've been asking for from any company to produce for the die-cast lines. And we have the tractor tires now with the mega trucks and different things for the mud boggers. And now we have the rim inserts, which are things that were used in the past, actually up till Captain America and Monster Jam. Recently retiring with those. They haven't really been seen since then, except for at pit parties during COVID-19. So the rim inserts are absolutely one of the coolest things because customizers now have the opportunity to make different customs of the past that had rim inserts, which include Bulldozer, NWO, the Captain America, the Pit Party Accurate, if you want to go there, Pit Party Accurate Monster Jam trucks of just recently. And I think up until now, they're still doing the rim inserts with the stats of each truck. So these rim inserts are absolutely one of the best things we've seen yet from Hot Wheels. And I'm just so glad a company finally did them. And for this specific truck, it is a peace sign with a tie-dye background, and they look super cool when they're rolling. You can see right there, a crazy psychedelic look. Very hypnotic on the rim insert, and I just think it's such an awesome idea, and I give them props for the creativity right off the bat in this year's line. So there's that, and then we have the side panel of the truck here with some flames, the Hot Wheels logo in multiple colors, the tie-dye scheme across the entire bug. We have the California plate, which is the 60s retro style plate with Hot Wheels for life on the back there, Monster Trucks Hot Wheels, and the tie-dye scheme going across the top. To the flames yet again, and flames on the hood there with headlight printing, tie-dye again all over the place, and there's that Hot Wheels logo yet again with a green chassis and blue roll cage and a orange bumper insert and rear bumper insert. So just an awesome truck, awesome series, and I can't wait to see what else they do for the Psychedelic series. But next up is yet another Psychedelic truck, which is my favorite Hot Wheels casting so far from recent years, and that is the Wreckreational. The RV casting has returned so soon after the original release, and this time it is another psychedelic paint scheme with rim inserts. So let's check it out. Wreckreational number 7 of 75, and this is a misprint, but it should be number 2 of 6 of the Psychedelic series. All right, so Wreckreational, the RV casting, super cool. There's the actual insert there. And people have asked, because it has the treasure hunt symbol, if it's a treasure hunt. It is not a treasure hunt. It would say it right here on the back rim area, but it is not a treasure hunt. It's just their design they use. I'm not sure why they keep doing that, but they have used that for a couple different designs, such as 5 Alarm. But the official treasure hunt trucks will always say you found a treasure hunt truck if that's the case. But anyway, here is Wreckreational from the Psychedelic series, and this casting is massive, and it gave them such a huge background to print on for creative ideas, and this definitely shows that. So the first thing I want to do is compare it to the original Wreckreational. You can see this is the retro style as well, also taking off of a 60s, 70s era theme with the white wall tires and the classic font and the turquoise color scheme of that time frame. So they're definitely using true to the era paint schemes, and I like that because it's historically accurate. So there's Wreckreational, the original one. This one still sits on my desk to this day because I love the casting. And here's the second release ever of a Wreckreational with the new Psychedelic paint scheme. So you can see this definitely mimics a lot of album covers and designs and different things that are still even used to this day in terms of decoration in houses. So this is a really cool, you can almost imagine this kind of moving around. So this is really cool. We have the sun here with the Hot Wheels treasure hunt symbol with these crazy liquefied ideas of these colors. We have the side panel here with all of it leaking down. I can't describe this in words that will make sense, so I'm just kind of pointing out the colors and the ideas basically. And I don't really think many people could describe this, so I'm gonna do my best here with making sense of something that can't really be made sense of. We have some squid tentacles, which are just kind of popping up randomly on the bottom of the casting. We have blue inserts for the bumper, the stairs, and the front bumper. And then we have the Hot Wheels treasure hunt symbol yet again on the side here with the blue in the background. A door handle that's painted in. The front grille is not painted like the previous one. I wish they kind of would have done that, but there's that. And I also feel like the hood could have used a little bit of color. It kind of just terminates at the side panels and doesn't go into the hood, but anyway, they didn't paint the hood. The windshield there, and then we have this side with the tentacles again. A little bit of movement in the artwork. If you see, it's been shifted around a bit, so as if it's liquefied again and moving, or it's alive, I guess you would say. And the tailgate here has some more colors here with the taillights. We have the ladder, the big rear windshield, and then we have the Monster Trucks logo and more of those designs. So there's the basic idea of the graphics, even though I couldn't describe them with actual words that make sense because this truck's not to be made sense of. There's that. It has a gray chassis, which is very rarely used, but they do use gray chassis sometimes. So there's a gray chassis with a burgundy style roll cage color. And then finally, another true to the era moment here. We have the Happy Face from the 60s, a very popular design that randomly popped up. If you guys have ever watched Forrest Gump, you know that Forrest Gump accidentally creates the Happy Face style t-shirt, and it becomes a huge trend during the 60s. And this is, again, true to the era that they're using here with these rim inserts. This perfect looking Happy Face, a very simple design, yet so effective, and I love how it looks. It is awesome. So here is the Wreckreational from the Psychedelic series alongside its brother truck, the tie-dye flame tires Volkswagen. And I honestly am never extremely excited about Hot Wheels releases, but this new series is very, very promising, and I just love when they do graphical creativity like this. So there they are, the two Psychedelic trucks, the leading trucks of 6 of this year for Hot Wheels Monster Trucks 2022. We also had Night Shifter, which had a new casting and new rim insert cast. And then we had the Gunkster. So there is Case A of 2022 alongside my previous video, like I mentioned at the beginning, the Chase Piece Oscar Mayer Wienermobile Grilled Edition. Check out that video again if you haven't already. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. This is Ryan or Monster Mo CD, signing out.